Good day there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my humble casa, my humble home in Livingston, Montana. Okay, today's date, just for the heck of it, is the 27th of January of 2020. And just because I'm bored today, this is the second video I'm cranking out, second YouTube video, but I had promised myself for this year of 2020 that I was going to try to stay as positive as I could, and upbeat subjects or whatever have you. But I tell you, we live in such a foul, selfish, greedy, crooked, sinful, if that's the word I can use, world, but it's hard for a person to keep their mind out of the gutter in this day and age. You can quote me on that too. But anyway, here about a week or so ago, I was watching a few small news clips on YouTube. I very seldom ever watch a lot of news. In fact, I just watch enough news to kind of keep up with what's going on in this world in just little small bits and pieces. Trust me on that. But anyway, this was a clip of President Donald Trump giving a news conference, and one of the reporters had asked him why there was a discrepancy. The White House had reported that when we took out that Soleimani guy, or we had some kind of a military action over there in the Middle East, Iran, I believe it was, or whatever have you. The White House and the Pentagon reported that we had no soldiers that were injured. Well, this reporter happened to know firsthand that there were some cases of traumatic brain injury, PTSD, or whatever have you, that came out of one of those situations, one of these very recent military actions over there. So they was wanting to know why there was a discrepancy. You know what Trump said? And this is the real deal breaker with me and that clown. He basically said in so many words that he didn't think that traumatic brain injury, and this stuff is all recorded somewhere, you can check it out for yourself, and traumatic brain injury, PTSD, and these brain traumas, if you will, weren't all that serious. They didn't really matter that much compared to guys that, got their limbs blown off, their hands blown off, arms blown off, and all that. This guy here, look, I voted for him. And 4 years has almost went by, and it makes me wonder what in the hell that this guy has really actually done for the United States of America, because it seems to me that his whole administration's been embroiled in this Russian collusion thing, and what else? So there were several, this impeachment deal, and God knows whatever. That's all you ever hear. Of course, I realize that that's the media hyping the crap out of things, but I'd like to know, what about this wall that's supposed to be between us and Mexico? What about all this other stuff that he's done? Of course, I realize that there's a lot of things that a lot of good things that old Trump might do that doesn't get, reported in the media. But this business of him thinking that he can prioritize war injuries, this guy is out of his freaking mind. He is not a very sensitive commander-in-chief. That's for doggone sure. And he sure doesn't know anything about PTSD, and he sure doesn't know anything about traumatic brain injury. This much I can state for a fact. I am 70% disabled because of PTSD. I have fought the negative side effects of PTSD ever since the Vietnam War. I could write 10 books on the subject. But I know doggone well that if Trump had his way about it, he would take my VA benefits away from me. I know he would. And guys like him, that's another thing that really cracks me up while I'm on this rant. Guys like him will never put on the armed uniform of the United States of America, the armed branch of the military, never put on the uniform of the United States of America, like I say, armed, military, you got the different branches. He'll never put on the uniform and go serve. He'll never dodge bullets. He'll never put himself in harm's way. They're all like that. So this next year, I'm just telling people early, I know a lot of people don't care, whatever have you. You'd have to be in my shoes to really, because these comments that Trump made, that I heard him on TV, it's recorded somewhere, that I heard him make, it really actually hurt me, and they made me realize just what an insensitive commander-in-chief that we got, and I'm not voting for him. Let me make sure I get that, I voted for him because that's how bad I did not like the Clintons. Billy Clinton was a draft dodger. Everybody should know that. He come so close to getting impeached, it wasn't even funny. I mean, he had between him and that Hillary, they've got dirty hands, trust me. These people have been involved in a lot of flat-out crimes. Stuff that you and I would go to prison forever over. But yet these clowns can get away with that. But that's the reason why I voted for Trump, because that's how bad I distrusted them Clintons, and I still do. This is probably going to be one of them years I don't even vote, because I was like that for many years. I know how crooked the American political system is. I mean, it's a nightmare. In my humble opinion, it really shouldn't be that way. I've long often said that the only way that we're going to straighten out politics in America is if they clean everybody out of the White House, clear everybody out of the House of Representatives, the Congress, the Senate, the Justice Department especially, because them buzzards are real crooked. Clean all of them hanger-ons, all them people that can't seem to do nothing else with their lives. Clean them all out of there and start over again afresh. But I did not appreciate the comments that President Trump made about us guys that suffer with traumatic brain injury and PTSD and all that. This clown doesn't have any idea what he's talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, have a nice day. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on down the trail. Adios, my friends.